Hey Google, how many days until June 24th?
June 24th, 2022 is in 43 days.
So 43 days until we hit Houston, Texas for the Summer Shredding Classic and Alphaland as well. But welcome everybody to episode 8 of the Road to Summer Shredding. We are almost there. Just a little bit past the halfway point right now, but did hit a new low weigh-in this morning, hit 148.6. Now, last week's video I did show you that number before, but apparently it was just a one-off. The following days after that, I bumped it back up into the 149s. Good thing though, like I stayed in the 149, so my averages are going down a little bit. So now hitting this new low weigh-in. Hopefully that is going to start the new trend of heading into the 147s. But just got to keep doing what I'm doing. Got to keep maintaining my strength, decreasing my carbs as the days go by, and increasing the intensity with my cardio. Maybe even shoot a little bit of PRs with some of my exercises through rep ranges. But yeah, just quickly finished up eating my morning breakfast. About to hit the gym and work out right away. Just gotta get ready for it, but I will show you guys the supplements that I do take that before I head to the gym. I did give you guys some glimpses in previous videos, but I'll go a little bit more in depth with them just to explain why I use them, why I like them, and how they help me with my workouts. But yeah, just gonna go get ready right away, and then just gonna show you the subs. Alright, so just finished up getting ready. So now I'm about to take my supplements of the day. So every morning I do start off with these two guys, a multivitamin and omega-3s. Especially when you're cutting down, you are definitely lacking some nutrients in your body since you're cutting down certain foods. So that's why I like to add a multivitamin in there just to fill in all the gaps. And then same thing with omega-3s. It's definitely hard to get omega-3s when you're somewhat limiting yourself on protein sources. Like you're probably not eating fish every single meal, so that's where these guys kind of come in. Helps with mood support, joint health, heart health, things like that. And then now we get to the fun stuff. Pre-workout. Currently using Supernova Infinite. This one's a little bit of a performance-based pre-workout. But honestly, nowadays with pre-workout, I pretty much take anything, whatever that's available to me right now. So it doesn't really matter how strong the caffeine is. It's one of those things where it's more of a mental game for me when I take pre-workout. As long as I know it's a pre-workout, like it hits me the same way. So whether it's low stim, high stim, I just take it just for the mental sake of it. But that's just me. And then I do have one more. I do have the Ghost Pump. Now I do like to add this with my, we'll get it here, my BCAAs. So I do a little bit of an intro workout. You can normally stack this with a pre-workout just to get extra blood flow in your body and kind of make it kick in like right away. But for me, I do like to combine it with my BCAAs and just sip on it during my workout, just so I get a consistent pump throughout the workout. But I got the new Peach. Well, it's new in Canada, but I got the new Peach. Definitely curious to try out how this flavor is. Usually with Ghost, they're really spot on with their flavoring profile, just because they're known for that. But if you want to break it down even further, main thing with pump ingredients to look for is the citrulline. So this one is pure L-citrulline. You might see citrulline malate in other pre-workouts, which is usually a 2-to-1 ratio, but for here it's pure citrulline. So I normally just do 1 scoop to get 3 grams in total, because I know if I'm already taking a pre-workout, there's already citrulline in there, so don't need to go super insane with it and do the full 2 scoops. So yeah, all this is what I kind of take during prep pretty much every day. But yeah, just gonna down each one and then gonna work out right away.
Right now. Tell me who you are, get in the car. Right now.
Alright, so this gym we're heading into, I actually haven't been here in a while. In a while, I'm meaning I haven't been here since I was grade 9, so it's kind of cool to see how everything has changed. That said, the last time I was here, I remember it was just a swimming pool, so I feel like there wasn't even a gym facility to begin with in this building. But yeah, so we're gonna work out right away with my buddy DJ, whose show is actually next week. So he's 1 week out from the BDC Natural here in Winnipeg. Just gonna hit a quick workout with him and then hopefully do a little bit of posing practice as well to make sure everything's on point. But yeah, gonna head in there right away and kill this workout. What are we working out today? in the lats to back. All right, so let's get started. Main topic of the day. First time competing. As I mentioned earlier in the video, got DJ over here that's gonna be competing for the first time.
What up?
This Saturday at the Van Dyke Natural. I guess all in all, overall, like describe your experience, like from start to now, I guess.
Oh, my experience. It's been a big challenge for me, not only mentally, physically, and as well as financially. This whole experience has been a very, very life-changing experience, especially for my mindset, and as well as having the guidance of my one and only coach, Mr. Darnell. Thank you. But overall, it's been amazing so far. No, it's been amazing. I'm very excited. It's one more week. And especially having to start this whole prep since January 1st. It's been one hell of a ride. I can honestly say that for sure.
Fun fact, DJ is kind of like my first competition client like ever. So like he was technically the guinea pig when it comes to competition prep, when it comes to like my nutrition plans, workout plans, things like that. So it's definitely been a challenge on my end because it's still a learning curve for me to figure out how to cater to other people's like goals and whatnot, because everybody reacts differently when they're on prep. And plus you're taking them to more of an extreme level than just a typical lifestyle nutrition plan. So definitely a lot of learning experience for me on that end. That said, what would you say is like some of the biggest struggles that's occurred? Yeah.
Ooh, insert the... I know there's a sound for it, but biggest struggles. I'm gonna tell you now, if you don't love stairs as an exercise, good luck. For me, one of the biggest struggles is having to keep up with cardio. Cardio, number one, is one of your biggest, not only your best friend, but also your biggest enemies, because having to do 30 minutes of stairs each day is a pain in the butt for sure. As long as, for diet wise as well, diet plays a big role into competing as well. As long as you're financially ready for having to always get as much food as you can and making sure you're getting your meals, that can go a very long way as well. For me personally, you have your days where it's very financially struggling, having to keep up with having to go to Walmart or Superstore and just buying your groceries every 3 to 4 days. Even Walmart's gonna be my best friend too, so literally I'm probably gonna go there after this anyway. So another struggle as well, usually workouts, having to maintain strength, especially having to be on a low calorie deficit. You definitely lose strength and you feel weak all the time. So I just hope that when I rebuild that after the show, I can be strong again. Hence ugly bicep, but I have good triceps.
There we go. But yeah, like everybody kind of goes through different experiences, different ups and downs, different obstacles when they're going on prep for the first time. For me, it was similar to what yours was. It's more so the repetitiveness. I would say, like, even though like as much as I love fitness, like there's times where like you're doing the same thing over and over and over again, where it takes its toll on certain days. But again, it's more like I've explained like in my stories and like on IG, like it's more of a mental game rather than physical. So it's one of those things that I kind of learned to push through, which kind of leads me to this next question. What are some of the biggest lessons you've learned for yourself throughout this prep?
The biggest lessons I've learned is that I personally have learned how to like financially spend my money very wisely, especially on prep. Just because I'm so used to going out to restaurants, even spending money over here on my like supplements and food. It's such a deadly game where it's like you gotta tell yourself that you can't really spend money. Say for example, McDonald's. I miss McDonald's, but I have to tell myself that I can't spend that money on McDonald's when I can be spending money on groceries and supplements. Another lesson too is definitely for those, even if you are competing for the first time or whether you've been in this game for how many years, having to always stay consistent as well is another big goal, and it's been a big lesson for me to always stay consistent, as well as to again have the support and treat yourself with kindness. Again, know why you are doing this. Again, you're not just doing it just because you want to look good. You gotta have a good reason to just be like, I want to do this because I want to do this.
Having a good why in terms of like why you want to compete is definitely a big thing. Especially for first-time competitors too. You see a lot of guys just kind of do it just because they see everybody else doing it. That said, it kind of backfires at them in the end because it's like, say they put all these expectations on them. Say like they're not sure why they're doing, so they end up giving up pretty easily midway, or either they cheat on the diet and once they get to the end, they kind of like regret not giving their all. So having a good reason why to do it, and especially that would carry you past the competition as well, because I know from my experience from seeing a lot of people that compete, once competition is done, they enter this post-show slump where they get kind of lost now, because they don't know what's the next step for them, so they kind of like balloon back up to what they were before. But so having good enough reason why, try to reduce as many expectations as you have for yourself, because at least when it comes to these competitions, outcomes, as much as it's nice to like place, and obviously you should for sure have that goal to like shoot for a placing, you got to realize that the end outcome is out of your control. Judges that are in front of you don't see the hard work that you put in throughout your prep, so whatever the outcome is, don't let that take away from your overall progress, because from where you started to where you are now, you're already won in that aspect. So it's now coming towards near the end of prep and competition day. What are you most excited about?
For myself, having to not only work hard and stay consistent, I'm very excited to show again, not only my friends and family, but for those who are in the fitness industry, what I'm all about. And who knows, I'm excited to maybe do this again in the future, maybe 1 or 2 years from now. So. And
then to wrap it up, if you could leave one final message to those that are kind of debating competing or trying to delve into a contest prep, what would you tell them?
What would I tell them? Ask yourself why. Number one, ask yourself why. Really give yourself a good reason why, or motivation to play along with, because for me personally, it wasn't just based off of being inspired by, again, Darnell, for example, even though I'm still inspired, but also to really challenge yourself, because say it's like driving a car. You can't just simply drive a car without not having to learn how to drive, right? And for myself, I really wanted to change my body where I can not only look my best, but to also feel healthy and really put myself out there where I can finally fit in my pants and my shirt.
Like you said, it all comes down to your why. That's kind of the most important part, especially for first-time competitors. Like I said, it's easy to get lost in the process if you're not 100% sure why you're doing certain things, and that kind of translates to this outside of fitness as well, like whether you're going for a job or you're doing school or you're going for a degree and you're not sure why you're doing it. It's I won't say it's like wasted time, but you start to second guess. It's easy to second guess why you're doing what you're doing. So having a good why, and I guess not being afraid to just adapt on the fly. Like if it doesn't work out, then it's all right. There's something else. But for the most part, remember your why. So if you want to check them out at the show, if you're in local Winnipeg right now, it's this Saturday at Van Dyke. Classic Natural. They're both on the same show or same day. His is in the afternoon, so I'll even 2:30. You want your IG tag?
Sure.
Okay, I'll post his IG handle up top. You guys want to check out his IG page.
Follow it up, get inspired. Again, we all work at Popeyes too, so feel free to hit us up. We're always here.
All right, enjoy the rest of the video. All right, so quickly got changed and now we are heading out to see a movie with my buddy Jared and Fiona. So we're gonna check out the new Marvel movie, Doctor Strange. Now, I haven't seen any of the previous Doctor Strange movies, so I'm not sure if there's gonna be a crazy amount of reference or if you need to know the past movies to understand this one. But we'll see. I do love Marvel movies in general. They always turn out great no matter which one. Gonna do that real quick. I'm gonna give you a little review at the end to see what my thoughts are about it. And yeah, that's how we're gonna end the night. But yeah, catch y'all in a bit after the movie.
Someone once told me that the reality I thought I knew was just one of many.
Be careful which path you travel down. Stronger than you have lost their way.
You think there will be no consequences?
We're in the end game now.
I sacrificed everything. And it meant nothing.
Alright. So, finished up watching Doctor Strange. For what it was and not knowing previous Doctor Strange movies, they did a really good job of like, you didn't need to see the other movies to understand this one. So, yeah, I actually thought it was really enjoyable. I would say if I were to rate it out of 10, I would give it a solid 8. And only reason being is just that if I have to compare all the Marvel movies together, I guess the ones that I would rank higher are the ones that I guess I relate more to, or like I'm just more fans of the characters in general. Because yeah, Doctor Strange, like I never really knew who he was until they introduced him into like say the Avengers, the other Marvel movies. But overall 8 out of 10, great effects. I won't get into spoilers here, so if you guys wanted to check it out, go do so. It's actually really good. But yeah, we're gonna end it off the night there. Hopefully you like the video. We explained with hope you like the segment with DJ and how he kind of explained what it's like to go into your first prep and what he's experienced with it so far. But yeah, we're gonna end the night there. Hopefully you like the video, so please like it, actually like it, comment down below as well, try to increase the engagement, and subscribe to the channel. What else? Am I missing anything? Anyways, catch you all in the next video.